Hi everyone, Linnea here, and I'm here with my lovely partner Josh, and by the time you see this video, it's going to be Valentine's Day. We're excited to share a little bit about our relationship with you and share the love.
Hey friends and family, happy to answer some questions and share a little bit of our story, have some fun.
We asked some of our friends and family and social media followers if they had any questions for us about our relationship, and we're going to answer some of those questions with you today. Jackie Dawson asks, name 5 things that are essential in order to have a healthy, functioning relationship. Do you want to start?
Sure. I think for me, 2 that really stand out is definitely respect is really important, and I think it's really the foundation of any relationship, and especially when you're in a romantic relationship with someone, you have to recognize that respect is different for everybody, and I have to listen to what Lynn feels like is respect, and I really have to honor that and just consider them as an individual. And that brings me to my next one, is just really recognizing that in a relationship is 2 individuals coming together, and just really remembering that you have to come as a whole person into the relationship, and just be confident that they're doing their best and so are you. And that's just 2 that really stick out to me.
Yeah, being able to share the best parts of ourselves with each other is such an amazing experience. I think that a huge one for me is taking the time to be appreciative, to remember just the blessing that Josh really is in my life every day and all the reasons that I love him. And when I don't remember to appreciate Josh, I start to play the blame game. And so I think that the second one that I could offer is don't play the blame game. Give the benefit of the doubt, and you need to trust and know with all your heart that the person that you're with would never do anything to intentionally hurt you. How I'm feeling is mine to own, because Josh, I know that he would never purposely hurt me. And the last one, sorry babe, I'm just gonna have to take over this one, is sex life. Have one. Easy.
Separate thermostats. It's a good one.
Barb Campbell asks, share with us one of your biggest dreams. And I think that we both dream very differently. We have very different goals. We have very different interests and passions and creative outlets. But I think that because of that, one of our biggest dreams is to take all of those gifts that each of us has to offer and create something where we can work together to create a community and make a difference in the lives of the people around us.
Yeah, and I think, us being really different individuals and being so opposite, I think just one of our big goals is just creating a higher connectedness and really empowering Indigenous communities and all the communities that we're a part of, all the allies, and, just really strengthening and lifting people up. I think that's, and whatever way we do that, through culture, through art, through public speaking, through facilitating, I think that's just one of our big goals, just lifting everybody up.
Heather Tufts asked us, what kind of balance do you think is important for time together as well as time apart? What mutual interests help fill you up with love? Do you want to take this one?
Yeah. Well, I feel like a balance is really central to relationships, and it's never consistent. There's no one setting, like time apart and time together. Some days we really need it, some days we really need, on both ends, some days we need to be apart and we need to, you know, fulfill ourselves and do things that we appreciate as individuals. And then also sometimes we just really need each other, you know, and we really need that support, or, you know, it just feels really good to have someone there, you know, backing you up. And
it's just nice when we can have our adventures and then come together and share them.
yeah.
But there's, like, for me personally, one of the times where Josh spent the most time with me was when my dad passed away, because I just really needed his strength, and I really appreciated having him around because it helped with a lot of the pain that I was feeling. And it changes all the time. There's times where we spend a lot of time apart because that's what we need, and there's times when we spend a lot of time together because that's what we need. And so, like Josh says, there's no one answer. It just really depends on what's going on in life and what we need right now.
Yeah, I think, you know, like a way to achieve that balance is just being aware of it, right? And just being honest.
Jaylene DeLorme Buggins asks us, when you're angry or upset with each other, what reminds you that it's all worth it? I have so many things that remind me of why Josh is so worth it, and it's never the same thing that I think of, but what really brings me back is asking myself, is what we're frustrated about more important than our relationship? And the answer's always no, and it always has been no. And the minute something else is more important than our relationship, then that's when the relationship will start to slip away. And so I always do my best to honor our relationship as being the most important thing in my life. And it affects everything else. My ability to be a great mother, I'm a better mother since Josh came into my life. I'm more driven, I'm more ambitious, I'm able to carry out the things that I want to accomplish in life so much better. And I think, you know, when you have a happy home, everything else is just, it just fills your heart in a different way.
I think what really reminds me and helps me get through fights or arguments, it's just humbling myself. You know, leave the ego out of it. And it really does start with just being aware of how you're feeling.
Deborah Baker asks, do you have any short-term or long-term plans for travel or adventures or exploring the world around you? And I think that in our relationship, I'm more of the adventurer. I have a mile-long list of all the places in the world that I want to go. But something that Josh has really taught me is to slow down and just appreciate the things that are around you here and now, and the people that you have in your life. And I used to always be everywhere, doing everything, and I've really just started to remember that there's so many things to discover around me and so many experiences to be had with my loved ones. And yeah, so I go hiking a lot, and we've been traveling around Vancouver Island, and I have been traveling across BC for doing some public speaking and stuff like that. And I've really just been appreciating those things. But there's one place we want to go, and that's Hawaii.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like why travel the world when you can find the world in someone, you know? And I just really like the nations here in our territory, and I just like to get to know everyone around here along our coast. And so if there was anywhere for me to go, it's just, you know, with all the people I love and respect, and that's all us Northwest Coast natives up here.
My friend Lenore Smith asked us to tell our story about how we met. And it's kind of funny because they say that first impressions mean everything. And the first time I met Josh, he was supposed to guide me and my friends Jamin and Lucy to collect medicine for Jamin's birthday, and he slept in. And I am not a morning person whatsoever, and I woke up extra early. Lucy picked me up. We were so tired. We get to Jamin's. Jamin says she can't get a hold of this Josh character. And so we were just waiting for him.
It's so weird. Like, I don't usually sleep in. I mean, like, I'm usually a morning person. I don't know what happened that day. I mean, maybe it was meant to happen that way. I don't really know.
But I knew that the first time, like, I actually did meet him, I could just feel this really special energy, and I knew that he was going to be someone important in my life. And now I know that it's a forever thing, and I'm so grateful to have met him. And it was just so funny because we clicked like that, and even some of my friends thought that he was my boyfriend, and I was like, this is my new friend. I just met him today. And it was so funny. We went to karaoke.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a good day. We had a really full day together, and I think that was really cool for us to have that the first day we met. And I'm actually I was wearing this jacket the night that we met, and I think I was wearing
and that shirt.
Yeah, so I don't know. I thought it'd be sweet to wear it, just, you know, reminisce.
Yeah, and I wooed Josh with my beautiful singing at karaoke. We had these like really amazing conversations about like feminism and women's rights and like respect in our communities and how like some of that has changed. And I'm like looking through this karaoke book and flashback to my 13-year-old self. There's a song that I chose to sing was Superman by Eminem, and I know every single word to that song, shamefully, but I swear that's the moment he fell in love with me. I don't know.
Slim Shady, you know, it's just words of love.
Muriel asks, when do I get to come to the wedding? I think that's a question for Josh, because he ain't put a ring on this finger yet.
Stay tuned, Muriel.
He's a man with a plan, and I know that when he does propose, it's gonna be amazing. No pressure. It's gonna be a huge surprise. It's gonna be super special.
Yeah. Well, diamonds are formed under pressure. So, speaking of weddings.
Thank you everyone for being a part of our video. We loved sharing with you. If you have any extra questions or you think that we should make a second video, let us know.
Or any comments you have, yeah, just drop 'em by, and or even if you just, I don't know, had a good laugh, or, you know, had something else you wanted to share for everybody else. Yeah.
It's 1 a.m. We gotta get to bed. So, love to you all. Thanks for sharing this love.